You see what happens when we go overboard with genetically modified fruit? Well, today we're at the Malacca Tropical Fruit Farm, just outside Malacca in Malaysia. And here they're working to produce the finest fruit and also in its true natural form. Everything grown here is organic, and a lot of it that you'll see will actually be smaller in size than what you see at the market because nothing has been genetically modified. While there's hybrids, it's all natural. And it's very important to sort of see fruit in its natural habitat on the tree rather than just on the table. This beautiful green canopy you see above you actually yields some of the most succulent fruit in Southeast Asia. The mangosteen, or the queen of Asian fruit. While the durian is king, it also is king of the smell, the queen, or the mangosteen, is a much more delicate fruit. The fruit itself, this one's a little bit overripe. You want them to be a nice purpley skin. And when you open them, you basically crack them. And it's like a cork-like structure. And when you open them up, there's this wonderful white flesh. And sometimes you get a little purple on your hands from the cork outer skin. And this flesh is berry-like in taste. It's just sweet, delicious. It's a very highly praised fruit. And it's actually one that's very good for you. It's high in vitamins. So it's actually a very nutritious fruit to eat. It's up there with some of the best as far as vitamin content. And the taste is one of my favorite. It's not a cheap fruit to buy, but it's well worth it. I'm in mango heaven. There are so many varieties of mangoes here at the Malacca Tropical Fruit Farm. And I want to just tell you a little bit about mangoes. I don't know why they're not the king or queen of fruit, because this is one of the most popular fruits in Southeast Asia and certainly popular overseas now. I just crave mangoes. But did you know that with mangoes, we have these beautiful looking ones in the market, but a lot of them, unfortunately, they're not being grown with organic techniques, and they're being added to with hormones, and even carbide is injected into to give them a nice clean skin. Here's an example of a mango that if you saw it on the outside, you might think this mango was a horrible mango. And actually, this is an organic mango, and that's the sap from the tree that's actually dripping down, and those marks indicate it's ripe and ready to eat. And when you cut it open, it's a perfect mango inside. This is called the Malacca Delight. It was actually planted by a cabinet minister here as a new variety several years ago, and it is local to this area. And I'll tell you, well, another star of the Asian fruit world is the rambutan. This beautiful red fruit with its hairy bristles is actually related to the lychee and the longan. In fact, they often say the young man is the rambutan with the long hair, and the lychee is the middle-aged man with his bumpy skin, and the longan is the old man with his bald head. They're all very similar because inside of them, they all have a lovely, fresh, fleshy, white, juicy fruit. And these are often used commercially. They're canned, so you can get canned rambutan as well as canned lychee. And the flavor is somewhat similar, very similar actually, and they're very good for you too. There's lots of nutrients in them. The rambutan also comes in some other varieties here in Malaysia. You get one that's much bigger than this, and it doesn't have the hair on it so much. It's almost like the hairless rambutan, just has little bumps on it. But either kind, they're both very tasty, very easy to eat. Just pop open and enjoy the delicious fruit. There's those that absolutely hate durian, and there's those that absolutely crave durian. This is the king of Asian fruit. The durian is highly prized throughout Southeast Asia. And here you have actually samples of some durian. They have a very hard, rough outside, sharp outside actually, which is the natural mechanism of nature to protect this plant. It also has the most horrible smell. But once you get past the outer shell, and you crack them open, you get the most incredible flesh, which is soft and creamy. They use it in desserts, they use it in ice creams. It's very popular here, commercially used, as well as in season, the fresh ones. But this is the famous fruit that is banned from hotels, banned from the subway, banned from airlines because of the smell. Some shops go out of business when they're next door to a fruit vendor that's selling these in peak season. And traditionally they have a shorter season, but now they're being induced to be grown year-round throughout different parts of Southeast Asia. This is the fruit that they say tastes like heaven and smells like hell, the durian, the king of Asian fruit. I'm Spicy Steve on the Asian Culinary Trail at the Malacca Tropical Fruit Farm in Malaysia.